All right, welcome back, brothers and sisters. We are green, which means freedom is rolling. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together by charting a course towards freedom and applying the full force of our throttle. All right, guys, listen. This is going to be one of those, I might get spicy, because one of the near and dear things to my heart is the veterans. You don't touch our veterans. You particularly don't discriminate against them and then take their rights away after they've given their blood, sweat, tears, bodies, emotions, and friends. You just don't do that. But, I don't know. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Of course, in the chat, if I land these planes, let me see that airplane logo or a little emoticon. And, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Guys, what we are about to hit is all fully retweeted, reposted on my X account at BradenLOA. Jump over there. Guys, we're going up by like 500 a day, and we are having a conversation back and forth, and we are the cutting edge of freedom. We'd love to have you over there at BradenLOA. But with that said, we've got 5x5, we got audio and video. Make sure you send this out. Let's dive right in, guys. I've got clips on clips on clips, and special hat tip to National Association for Gun Rights, because they were on this hearing yesterday, and all the clips I'm about to show you are put out by them. So thank you to them, and of course, freedom for everybody. All right, let's get into this, because I've kind of organized this in a way that should be pretty impactful. But what we're talking about right now is the Veterans Affairs, the entire bureaucracy, has taken 275,000 veterans' gun rights away because they couldn't manage their checkbooks. We've been covering this for over a year now, but it's keep on developing and developing and developing. Well, now there's some more stuff that happened yesterday. This was on the 25th of February, so this is not a dead thing. There's a new bill coming in. There's all sorts of stuff, but I want to show you what they said in Congress yesterday. Let's get into this, because you know what? Blood's going to shit on my eyeballs either way, so let's go.
So if the VA updates the Attorney General that all prior reports of veterans to NICS solely because they have a fiduciary no longer applies, will the veteran who is reported to the NICS list for other reasons stay on the NICS list? Or are they removed from the NICS list? Are they still on the list even if they find there was no basis?
All right, and before the VA answers this, I want to fully frame what this question was. If they've been deemed a irresponsible party with their financials, their finances, if they can't balance a checkbook, they get put on a NICS list because the VA decides they can't have their civil rights. You know, the ones that they fought for, their Second Amendment ones, the gun rights. Yeah, so once the VA determines that they are this, horrible person who can't have their gun rights anymore, do they still stay on the list if they're adjudicated? Wait for it.
Or they know the fiduciary no longer applies to them?
So they would still be on the next list, and we would have.
So without due process, they are still on the NICS list. They're denied their constitutional rights, even after they've been, the attorney generals have been told that it no longer applies to them. So they're referred solely on the basis of having a fiduciary. I found that appalling after these veterans are the ones that defended our rights.
All right, let's recap that first one. So the Attorney General says these people are totally fine. They're okay. They're no issue. It's an insult that they were even on that list to begin with, and the list shouldn't exist, and we're going to get into that in a second. But after they've been removed and everything's fine and everything's good, they stay on the NICS list? No due process whatsoever, and it's all based on a fiduciary decision based on some bureaucrat's opinion. Oh, that's trash. Oh, that's trash. All right, guys, please send this one out, because like I said, this is I don't like it at all. I don't like it. But now I've got more. Again, all of these tabs are clips from this hearing. What I'm about to show you right now is when the same bureaucrat, let's be really nice, fumbles around with answering a question around due process for the veterans who literally gave up almost everything, and in some cases did, for us. Let's go. Let cue the bureaucrats.
So let me ask this. Do you believe that the VA it has the authority to give due process?
Regarding VA benefits and services, yes.
Okay, hold on. Now remember what the question was. Does the VA authorize or grant due process? No. No, the VA doesn't get to distribute that as it sees fit. But anyway, listen to the fumble here. Watch this.
regarding their constitutional rights?
We, as part of our due process, provide information, in this case regarding the Brady Bill, information that would be helpful to the potential beneficiary, the potential individual covered by the fiduciary program, so they are aware of the rights. So we provide information.
Well, first off, let me say that I believe that every other person in this United States besides veterans has the right to go before a judge to make that decision to offer them due process. That's why I carry this bill and why we're going to push hard to make sure that bill passed. With that, my time has expired. And
Okay, we're going to get to the bill in a second. But you have to understand what this guy just said was, does the VA grant due process? No, it doesn't. What does the VA representative right there say? Well, we do think about it, and we tell them about the due process, and we tell them they do have rights as we take them. What in the ever-living F? Now, this is important, because when you're talking about this level of, in my opinion, bureaucratic overreach for the people who gave everything for us, again, I'm going to hit that until I die. When you're looking at this level of overreach and this egregious abuse of the due process rights that these people have, this is the route, by the way, of which you get rid of red flag laws and this insane overreach from the gun controlling side of the left through the bureaucracies of the VA. This is how you get rid of it, because this is egregious. Any normal American in the United States that's not on the far left 25% of the country says you're doing this to our veterans. Oh, that's some crap. This is a literal hand-wrapped gift to anybody who wants to get rid of this stuff. Anyway, let's keep going. I got more. This is the kind of the go-dos. This is the call to action. This is why I need you guys to share this stuff out, because this is so key to people's rights who gave up everything for us. In veterans gun ban, restore gun rights to the 200,000 plus veterans already on the VA's NICS list. 200,000 veterans plus. Repeal the board, commission, or other lawful authority language so this never happens again by any government agency. And anything less would dishonor our nation's heroes and lead to more infringements on our Second Amendment rights. Guys, tag Kash Patel, tag Bongino, tag Pam Bondi, tag Trump admin, tag everybody. When you're over there at Braden LOA, that's the way this works. They watch this stuff if it gets in front of them. Watch it, give it to them, because this is insane. And that's a really good list of go-dos. Now, this next one, this is where we start getting into the bills. Listen to, God, this is so insane what they're doing to people who gave up so much. Quite literally, I can't even set it up properly. Let's just go.
But is it true that a veteran who has their Second Amendment rights revoked through that process, their only opportunity to appeal that is after they've already appeared on the list, basically prohibiting them from owning a firearm? Is that correct?
So VA, previous to the Consolidated Appropriations Act last year, was reporting to NICS. Now we have only reported to NICS when there is a court order finding that meets the requirements. As far as...
Okay, before she continues, this is a very important piece. What she just said was, yeah, we used to put everybody on it, but now there's only court case and court pending documents that require it. Okay, why are there still 200,000 people on that list? That list needs to be destroyed. It needs to be burned. You know what? We can put it in the same little bonfire pit with the federal registry that the ATF doesn't have of the billion gun records. You know, the one that's not searchable that Steve Dettelbach even admitted because they pay Adobe extra, so it's not searchable, so it's not a database. Now it's just a collection of stuff. Let's put it all in a big bonfire, and we'll just all, warm our little hands to it. Because, holy crap. Let's continue.
I've lost track of your question. Could you?
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, so basically their only opportunity to appeal would be after NICS has already been...
So we report as required in the cases. Once they are on the NICS list, there is an appeal process. There's
no opportunity or no notification given to a veteran before they would appear on NICS, basically to discourage that from going forward.
Okay, but again, I'm going to stop this because it's a very important point. She is being openly asked, is there recourse before you get on a list where you lose your rights? Okay, this is literally red flag laws. Do you get to face the accuser? Do you get due process? Do you get to actually face the charges against you? Or you just go on the list and then have to prove you're innocent after you've been assumed guilty? This is the exact same thing. When I'm telling you, guys, this is what you spread out because this is how you defeat all the insane red flag law language that they are obsessed with on the left, and that's kind of seducing to the right. Seductive on the right. This is how you do it because they don't even have a way to get stopped or avoid getting on the list or face the charges. It's, well, you can have an appeal after we take your rights. It's the exact same approach as the red flag laws where you have a year to appeal after they've already taken your rights. This is literally the same thing. It's connected. Let's keep going.
From our side, from the VA side, we would provide them information. We make 2 attempts at phone calls during our due process.
Oh, 2 calls?
For the fiduciary program purpose to explain what the Brady Act is, what the ramifications would be, just so that they are aware.
Aware when they take your stuff.
So once they are on the next list, they could ask for a reconsideration.
Just of that particular provision. And it's different than what a civilian would encounter in a similar situation.
That's my understanding.
That's my understanding. Yeah, so the people who gave up all of that and, saw horrible things and bled and died for our country, yeah, they get special treatment in the negative. No, they should get special treatment in the positive, and it shouldn't have anything to do with the VA because don't want to be too rude. Don't be too rude. Let's continue because now we're the bills where you can push this forward. This is the stuff where you repost it, retweet it, reshare it, do whatever you want. At Braden LOA, it's all posted right there for your easy button clicking. All right, let's get to this. This is the bill we need to push.
Going back to the topic at hand, as a veteran and a former prosecutor myself, I understand that oath of office to uphold the Constitution and to protect the communities. But I'm proud to co-lead Chairman Boss Veterans Second Amendment Protection Act because it's crucial that veterans retain the same constitutional rights we fought to protect.
Yeah, weird concept.
Now, Ms. Murphy, does the VA ever report veterans to NICS before considering any evidence that they may be a danger to themselves or others?
Thank you for that question. Under the current construct, we are not reporting anyone other than those who have been adjudicated under a court order that included that they were a danger to themselves or others. So that is under our current instruction. That is already taken care of by the court.
When did that happen?
In March of 2024 under the Consolidated Appropriations Act. So that's the authority we're operating under now.
Okay, and this is a really important piece. Again, I'm going to leave that right here, and you can see all of it on my X account. You can tweet all of it and repost it. You can do all of it. Okay, so you have to understand what she just said in wrapping this video up. This all changed when the Appropriations Act changed in 2024. That's when all the gun rights groups were out there saying that we're going to basically defund the ATF, and they lost like $254 million, and the DOJ and Biden met them in the middle and basically gave them all the cuts to the ATF that the left was freaking out about. This is where it happened right here, right? But now we still have those 200 to 275,000 veterans fully on that list still. They can't get their gun rights. They don't get any due process before, but don't worry. If you can't balance a checkbook, you can always call back later and make sure that you start the process, which could take over a year. How about we just don't take their rights and, I don't know, maybe treat our veterans like, with honor, like they probably should be. Just saying. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you on the next one. Everything's always linked. Make sure you follow me on X at Braden LOA, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. And we will talk to you on the next one. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. There's so much popping. See you then.